What's up guys, this is Richard, and in this video I'm going to share with you the top 10 things that I wish I've done differently after my hair transplant. This is just a short list of things that I've put together after my hair transplant that I kind of looked back on and I thought I didn't really need to do this, or I could have done this differently. So in at number one, if you are getting your hair done in Turkey, number one thing is relax, chill out. There will be loads of people around you who have had a hair transplant done, or have, just had it done the day before, or are about to go in to get one done, or have had it done 2 or 3 days. You'll see loads of people who will look just like you, so you won't feel uncomfortable. The thing to bear in mind is be realistic. It is gonna hurt. It's not gonna be comfortable, but it's not a huge discomfort. It's not a huge pain. It's just mildly uncomfortable, and there will be some unpleasant sort of pain from the painkiller and all this kind of stuff. Just be realistic about it. If somebody's told you that you can go for a hair transplant, it doesn't hurt, you can just chill out for a few hours and come up with a full head of hair, they are full of crap, and it's not going to work that way. So number two, on the day of the transplant, wear comfortable clothing. Don't go in all dressed up smart or whatever with your favorite t-shirt on, and just wear something comfortable, because you are going to be there for quite a few hours, 5-6 hours without moving around. And when you finish the hair transplant, you have to wear you have to wear comfortable clothing. You can't pull things over your head. So this would not be a good thing to wear because it does not unzip. So you want to wear something that unzips fully or unbuttons fully, and same with t-shirt inside. Either don't wear a t-shirt inside at all and just wear something like a shirt with buttons that you can unbutton and take off, or something with a zip that you can unzip and take off, but just something comfortable, that probably something that you'll be comfy sleeping in after, because after the hair transplant, you're not allowed to pull things over your head. So be aware of that. In at number three, so on your first 1 or 2 nights of sleep, I would say at least actually 2 or 3, put a towel on your pillow. So this is, I was staying in a hotel, but I still felt really, really uncomfortable about it, because after the hair transplant, you're gonna have a bandage around your head. So when you sleep, although you're sleeping on your back straight like this with a pillow around your neck, there will be pus and stuff and water and stuff coming out through the bandage. So don't freak out. I woke up in the middle of the first night, and the back of my bandage was wet, and I freaked out. I was like, oh no, my head is leaking, I'm bleeding, or I've got an infection and there's pus coming out, all sorts of things. Nothing to worry about. This will happen. Pillow got wet and dirty, had a big yellow stain on it, looked really nasty and kind of, I don't know. I felt really uncomfortable. It was a hotel, it wasn't my pillow at the end of the day. I didn't get charged for it or anything. And I guess in that area, in the hotels, they're used to people with transplants, so they're used to these kind of things. But I would have put a towel down on the pillow if I had known that this will happen. Put a towel down on your pillow to stop it from getting dirty, and if there is a bit of water and stuff coming out, it's absolutely normal. Don't freak out about it. Nothing wrong with it. If you are, of course, worried, talk to your physician, talk to your doctor. In at number 4, coffee. So I made a huge deal about this. So basically the doctor told me after the surgery, he said, Richard, make sure that you don't drink coffee for 3 days. Don't drink any carbonated drinks. Don't drink any sugary drinks, no Coca-Cola, no Sprite, no energy drinks. He went through a massive list of things. Don't do this, don't do this. And I took it really, really seriously. I was like, okay, I better not drink any coffee then. And I pretty much just drank water and Turkish tea. Although, if we're talking about caffeine, tea's got caffeine in it as well. So anyway, coffee, not a big deal. Don't drink it before your transplant, because coffee is a stimulant and also it increases blood circulation. So you don't want that, because you might bleed more, and also if it's a stimulant, it increases sensitivity and stuff, and you might feel pain more. So don't drink coffee the day before or the night before your transplant. After your transplant, however, once everything is healed, as in you're not bleeding anymore and it's scabbed over, it's fine to drink coffee. I can't see any problem with drinking coffee. Of course, don't over drink it, because it creates unnecessary pressure. Also, you don't want to be overstimulated as well, because you can be wired from the surgery as it is, And if you drink too much coffee, you're gonna have difficulty sleeping, because sleeping after transplant will be uncomfortable. So don't torture yourself like I did. I didn't drink coffee for like 5-6 days, and I was getting headaches and, you know, withdrawal symptoms from not having coffee. If you're into your coffee and you're used to having it, just have a cup of coffee. There's nothing wrong with it after the transplant. Try not to drink it before though. In at number 5, drink plenty of water from day one after your transplant. You want to drink as much water as possible. It will help with the recovery process, and also will help with flushing out all the crap that you'll have in your system after the transplant. So I didn't drink, I thought I drank kind of okay amounts of water, but I didn't really focus on it. I didn't drink a lot. And when I came back from the surgery back to UK, I had a massive lump on my head. There was a bit of swelling on my forehead. I contacted my doctor after, and he said, don't worry about it, it's fine. You know, these things happen, it's absolutely normal. Just drink loads of water and it will go away. So best thing to do, drink lots of water from day one. Also, once you come off the antibiotics, you'll need to drink a lot of water to clean your system. So get in the habit of drinking lots of water after your transplant. Number 6. So number 6, it depends on your surgery. If the surgery gives you a little headband, like a little elastic headband to put around your head, it's to reduce the swelling on your forehead and to stop the swelling to coming down on your face. And so basically it's like a elastic site. They put it around your forehead. And what they did on mine is, when they put it on your forehead, it goes around and it goes on your donor area. And what they basically say, they say, okay, for the next day, every 30 minutes, so you have to set a clock, and every 30 minutes when the alarm goes, you have to move that bandage so it doesn't grow into the donor area and doesn't stick to your skin as it heals. So as a result, what I found was that the bandage stopped the donor area from healing because it was constantly moist. And also it made it harder for me to sleep because, again, it was moist, and I was worried I'm going to dirty the pillow again. So anyway, the shortcut around it is, as I found, just move the bandage from the back a little bit underneath the donor area. The donor area doesn't need to be covered by that elastic bandage. You let it get air and let it heal naturally. If it's covered, it's not going to heal. Of course, if you're going into, you know, highly polluted areas and, you know, there's a chance of getting dirt on the donor area, have it covered up. But under normal circumstances, what I did, I just stretched it and I moved it slightly underneath. And if it was uncomfortable underneath, slightly on top of the donor area, so it does not cover it up, and so that the back of your head can heal. Once I did that, within like, you know, 2-3 hours, it was completely dry, and that night I slept a lot better because it didn't get wet anymore, it didn't leak this fluid anymore. So I would suggest doing that from day one, and forget about the moving it every 30 minutes. Just put it in a place where it doesn't cover the donor area, if you can, of course. Number 7, after the transplant, you might start finding that the back of your head, the donor area, it's itching where it's healing, and also the same with the top. You might start getting this itching sensation, or like I find with mine, it doesn't itch as much, but it more like feels like this, you know, tingling sensation. Don't scratch your head, whatever you do. So don't go and pull out loads of bits of scab from your head. And also don't pick your scabs. Don't pick bits of scab off your scalp. Leave it there. It needs to heal naturally until day 10, and then you can wash it all out and it will be gone. But don't scratch. Number 8, on day 10, when you're washing out, so this is on day 10, you're gonna have the first full hair wash, where you're gonna wash out all the scabs and everything from your head. One of the best days post-transplant, for me at least. But there's also a lot of stress about it, because you haven't washed your hair for like 10 days and it's kind of all scabbed over, and you're a bit worried about, well, I was a bit worried about, you know, touching it and messing it up or pulling out my hair by accident, because I didn't know how it all works. By day 10, your new hair, the transplanted hair, it's all grown in your skin. So it doesn't matter when you wash that scab, if bits of hair come out, it doesn't matter, they will all fall out later anyway. So just wash it, you know. The best way to wash it is you just put the shampoo with water on, let it sit in, let it soak in and soften up that scab, and then just keep massaging it. Just basically do this. Nice, and you don't have to be too gentle, nice and firm. Keep massaging it until you wash out all the scab. I was stupid enough to go, oh, I'm gonna get all of this out of my hair right now. and I massaged it for like 30 minutes until I got every bit of scab out from my head. You don't have to do that. In fact, I talked to my doctor after, and he was like, Richard, 30 minutes is way too much. You shouldn't have done that. But it did not do any harm. Yeah, it was just a little bit unnecessary. Do like, 10, 15 minutes. With that time, it will soften up, and 10, 15 minutes of massaging, you probably get most of it out. If something doesn't come out on day 10, wash it out on day 11. It's not a big deal. But take your time. Yeah, don't freak out about it. Take your time. It's fine. And like I said, any hair that comes out while you're washing on your first hair wash, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you're gonna lose that graft. That graft's grown in your skin, and it's it's like a seed. It's inside. It's not gonna come out anymore. The hair that was attached to it is gonna fall out, but the follicle itself is gonna stay there. So that is not gonna change. I was paranoid about this for days, so I should have read into it before the whole thing, but I was too lazy. Anyway, number 9, actually quite a few people have asked me about this. Number 9, sports and sweating. So I'm big into sports. I'm not, a professional athlete or anything like that, but I enjoy going to, sports activities, and I enjoy, going to the gym, etc. So they tell you at the clinic that after the transplant, for the first 30 days, avoid physical activity and sweating. Okay? Yes, follow your doctor's instructions, but I found that sort of after week 2, especially once you've washed out all the scab and everything is healed, I think it's not that big a deal, and you can go to the gym and exercise. Moderate and light exercise. Don't go crazy and start like, trying to beat your personal best at the gym and lift super heavy weights and put too much pressure. Don't put lots of pressure on your head. Yeah? But you can definitely get into light, exercise routine, which I didn't do. I waited like more than a month because I was freaking about sweat. I was so worried about sweating and that it's gonna kill me. Sweating is not gonna kill you. The reason why they tell you is not to sweat is because while your head is healing, if you sweat, there's a chance that you're gonna get an infection. And if you get an infection while it's healing, then it's gonna be bad, right? So definitely avoid sweating and exercise while it's all healing. Once you washed it all out and it's all healed, I can't see a reason why, sweating will be bad for you. Definitely after 1 month, there's no problem whatsoever. Things like saunas increase blood circulation and will help with healing, and will speed up healing, and it'll probably help with hair growth and stuff as well. Things like exercise, again, blood circulation increases. It's healthy, it's good for you, it's good for your hair as well. So it will help you recover. Moderate exercise. Don't start running marathons and like kill yourself, right? So I would say anywhere 2 weeks after your transplant, moderate exercise is okay. And then after a month, you can go back to your normal routine. And finally, number 10, shedding, hair falling. Everything that you've got on day 10, when you wash out that scab and you've got full head of those little hairs, it will all fall out. It will all fall out. Don't freak out about it. It's normal. All of it will fall, plus some, you might get some shock shedding where some of your hair from the donor area and might fall out as well. It's all temporary. It will all grow back. So I would say somewhere around week 3 onwards, it will start to shed, and by week 4, you will have none of your hairs left. Yeah, you will have patchiness around your head. If you feel uncomfortable about it, what I did is I just did a number 1 all over, and I just had a short haircut for a couple of months while it was all growing in. But it will all come back, and you're looking sort of around, I would say week 9, week 10, you're gonna start getting hair growing back. I'm currently on week 12, coming to week 13, and as you can see, it's thin, but it's all growing back. So here it is all growing back. If you want to know where my hairline was before, it was way back here like that. Yeah. So you can see my previous videos, like of week, I don't know, 7, week 6. It's all shedding and falling out, and you cannot see any hair around there. Yeah, so it's normal. Don't freak out about it. It will grow back. It's just a waiting game. You have to sit back, wait, relax, don't think about it. Do plenty of exercise, drink plenty of water, you'll be fine. But that's about it. Those are the 10 things that I wish I'd done slightly differently after my hair transplant. And I hope you find this video useful. If you haven't done so yet, please click on the subscribe button and enable bell notifications so that you don't miss out any future videos that I post. And I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.